Alright, yeah, guys, so welcome back. It's side story time, basically. Doing a side story. Okay, in the last part, you might remember I unlocked two of the side stories, but first, but respect is gonna come first, yeah, guys, since I'm trying to go in order, basically, in terms of side stories. Let's do this shit. So basically, this video will be part one for respect, and the next video will be part two for respect. So this basically the spec side story is basically when Natsuki joins the literature club. Basically, it's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through the initial setbacks, the three club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, have taken interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club door opening, and in walks a girl none of them has seen before, which is basically Natsuki. Basically, hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah, come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over her desk and presses her palms to it. Oh, and Yuri can make some tea. Uh, so, so yeah, basically, this is the first side story to feature all four of them. Basically, as as in the previous side stories, it has only some of the members, like how in Trust is only Sayori and Monika, and in Understanding, Yuri gets added to the mix, and now here in Respect, Natsuki gets added to the mix. Yuri looks up at Sayori and protests for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone and then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by, sitting nearby. The sudden gathering promotes Yuri to stand up. The sign that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay then, how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, Monika, eh, that who started the club, and that she was originally in the debate club, but she wanted to do something that felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So basically, the best way to sum it up, backstage politics basically caused her to leave the debate club. And for those who watch pro wrestling, you know what I mean about backstage politics. So I started a Lush Club in a way that people to express themselves through writing, or reading, or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figure it. I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Oh, but what about later on, Natsuki? That your ass tried to judge me. you remember from the first episode, yeah, guys, that she became judgmental towards me, basically. Very adult like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh no, you don't, Sayori. But she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I, lo- I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult like of you. Adult. And yeah, to be fair, yeah, they're all adults basically, yeah, guys. As the game states that all four girls are 18 years old each. But the only character to actually have their birthday revealed was Monica, which is September 22nd. Meaning that she's a Virgo, and I'll give her extra points for that because I'm a Virgo, yeah, guys. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She's like big fancy books and tea. I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hang out downtown and stuff. My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Or that's Natsuki's favorite flavor, yeah, guys. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. You, basically, you got it right the first time, Natsuki. One of us is probably vanilla. What the hell? I take away too many online. I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. Really? So they're basically online quizzes for like characters like Manga and Yuri or Sayori, or whatever. What's Yuri's favorite? Favorite. Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you like? Do you just like to hang out, or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have like 3 members, so we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while, but now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you like the club to get into? Well, I guess literature. I like manga. Manga? Hey, why do you say it like that? I wanted to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. Sounds so great. Like, after all, I've been doing all this. Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nonsense. I didn't mean it simple like that. But anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club full of weird guys. Come on, it's is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? Basically, that's the first time she uses the manga is literature catchphrase. Because remember, the side stories are a set of are basically prequels of the main game. So yeah, that's the actual first time she uses that catchphrase in the storyline of DDLC in general. Um, I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't buy anyone. If I can just like keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. It's fine, right? Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. And I have most of it cramped into my locker. I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help. I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out. Then Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Oh, I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe by me. She has like no actual interest in literature, you know. Damn. So, and I think I remember in a previous episode, maybe it was last episode that she said that she only joined a club just to hang out with friends, basically because she said that she never really has any opportunity to hang out with friends outside of the literature club, and her life outside of it is terrible at terrible basically, especially at her house and the way that she was treated by her father. So yeah, not a good life. That's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of a obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we could bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have an opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know, but still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands up and walks over to the door and then opens it. And she says, "Thank you." Basically, carrying 3 boxes of manga, basically, that she's basically struggling to get them into the club room. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monica obnoxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. This is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complaint. Place. Oh fucking no! It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. At the next club meeting, Manga's the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Oh yeah, a lot less relaxed because of Natsuki's coming here and basically to to not really into literature. That she plans on enforcing the club activities in the literature club since I think she's really serious about getting this shit. Basically, why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, but why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Yeah, basically a forced smile, basically. She thinks that she's happy, but she's not really happy with Monica. Natsuki forces one in return. Yo, no, I got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute looking artwork. You know, that top shelf was pretty empty. Maybe you should keep it up there. Can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, because Natsuki is short, basically. Remember, she's 4'11", the shortest out of the four girls, basically. Yeah, but Natsuki size. Teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So Monica backs off and slips into a desk. So I get the reason why it's called respect because Natsuki is basically a bit disrespectful in the literature club that basically teach her respect basically. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sayori spins into the clone. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in the plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, that's so pretty. As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shells catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, You start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way. I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want entry to my kingdom, you pay the tax, peasant. Boo! Oh my god. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then, Yuri silently walks to the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning everyone else's interests. Maybe we should give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe something tells me that Manga glances at Yuri and Natsuki. Both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we could try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to things we're familiar with. That's a good point, Monaco. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Oh yeah, but doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences? You said that you was willing to do whatever the club was gonna do, Natsuki. Like for real. I like Sayori's suggestions. Yeah, me too. Because they're your suggestions, Sayori. Yeah, but uh, Anka's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga here, but I just Natsuki cuts off manga by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious, and I'm not wanted here, so I'm just gonna leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Maka a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Natsuki runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. The second time today, Monica slumps down to a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Yeah, like Natsuki is acting like a huge jerk, basically, and she pretty much has no respect, basically, in this side story, basically, or at least the first part of it. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find, so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not. I'm not good at these things. Monk sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative, tentative, tentative conclusion. She looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can, sorry, you can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. How it does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is it the hardest to be a rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands for the club, your club. And yeah, Monica is the president of the club, not Natsuki, but like Monica is the actual president of the club. So yeah, something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. It's the fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? How do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, realizing starts to set in. Hmm, maybe you're right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Really, I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica has failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features four girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, assumed by the absurdity by of the cover. Monica opens the book. So, yeah, that's the first part of the side story, basically. Wait, what's this? It's a Ria Fort. Thank you for everyone who worked so hard on the control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been. So the dedicatedly high mangas develop elevated permissions from her without disrupting our connection to the VM. Just to clarify, all the recordings labeled side stories are part of a controlled simulation, right? I'm noticing some detail of characters' lives here and there that differ a little bit from those in VM1, even trivial ones. It's a part of the butterfly effect from some of manga's most fundamental changes, or is it a result of just messing around with the other characters in VM1 as her own experiment or for fun? So, if I'm keeping track, we have what, like 5 different universes in total, with 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monica, of course. It's funny, but I keep wanting to speculate which one is real universe, but in reality, they all are as real as ours is anyway, which is by Rhea Vort, the system administrator for Metaverse. Well, I'm still seeing the side stories as prequels, basically, and unlock the second part, which is the next video, yeah, guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.